Alright, a little update from last time. I wasn't able to film like new videos until I got a new phone. My A52, my Galaxy 52 screen got broken, so this is an S25 I'm filming on now. Alright, well, this is Artificial Intelligence. It's a pretty good movie. It came out like 2001. So I think this was an idea by Stanley Kubrick, but then got finished by Steven Spielberg after he died. Yeah. So this is a double disc, which has this weird like little flap here that can looks like it can fall off if you like do that enough. Well, yeah, okay. So we've got this thing, strangely enough. Official mail-in certificate. Save $3 by mail when you... That's a hell of an amount. When you buy AI Artificial Intelligence DVD plus one of the following award-winning DVDs. Almost Famous, Untitled, The Bootleg Cut, American Beauty Gladiator, or Saving Private Ryan. And on the back here has this, like... This is a, like, thing you gotta mail by a certain date or something. Mail must be postmarked by May 14th, 2002. So it's been, like, 23 years since then. Alright, and then we have a, we got this card here, which basically, this is also, like, a novelization of the stuff that's in the special features. I'll just read you, like, I'll read you this entire thing. In the early 80s, director Stanley Kubrick purchased the rights to noted science fiction writer Brian Aldiss' short story, Super Toys Last All Summer Long. A tale about a near future in which a robot child struggles to make a connection with his human mother. During Kubrick's 20-year anniversary to convert the story into AI artificial intelligence, he consulted often with Steven Spielberg, who had struck up a friendship with the expatriate filmmaker. Kubrick showed Spielberg thousands of storyboards done over several years by renowned comic book illustrator Chris Baker, known professionally as Fangorn, and the two discussed bringing up the project to the screen. These illustrations would form the eventual look of the film's Rough City, Flesh Fair, and Swinton home, as Spielberg retained Baker's vision when he took over the film, following Kubrick's death. Spielberg wrote the AI screenplay in a mere 2 months. I felt like an archaeologist picking up the pieces of a civilization and putting Stanley's picture back together, he says. Though the production was limited in prep and production time, the fact that Spielberg penned the script helped streamline the technical demands. Steven was enormously helpful in articulating what he needed, says producer Kathleen Kennedy. He spent from 4 to 6 hours a day going over storyboards and working with models. Everything in a sense had to be designed, fabricated, and invented by Steven. The filmmaker's focus lasered in on the screen of groundbreaking special effects and technical wizardry, inherit the design of the future that, in many ways, had never been attempted before in a motion picture. Advances in virtual set design would allow whole cities to be built in the blue screen environment. Many of the innovations came from using blue field masking of some parts of the robot that were later enhanced by computer imagery. The audience will experience the sensation of looking inside a living, working being and seeing the wiring mechanisms below the synthetic flesh. Production designer Rick Carter broke the film down into 3 segments in order to create a smooth technical flow. I thought of this film as a sort of evolution of movies, Carter explains. It starts as a straight-ahead domestic drama, switches to a sort of road picture that incorporates both real and digital images, then expands into an almost entirely digital world. But they are all part of one journey that forms the basis of David's experience in the movie. Osment plays a remarkable boy built from silicon and synthetics. I talked with Steven about to what extent would make David robotic, Osment says. We decided that as we progressed and I learned more as a robot about the world, my experiences would make me more human and less mechanical. As David learns, many of the Many of the physical characters fade, but some of the subtler ones never go away. Steven is a fantastic storyteller who takes the essence of what interests him into a story and executes that with respect, excitement, and energy as Kennedy. Part of Kubrick's vision was to create a futuristic character in David that traveled from the intellect to the heart. And I think Spielberg works from the heart and goes to the intellect. It's quite a beautiful combination. That's the entire thing. Sorry, I kind of butchered it a little in some parts. Whenever I try to read fast, it just kind of does that. All right, let's get to the discs. This is 2 discs. I'm going to do the first one.